we are about to have some fun because remember, this is kick it off time. Kick your business to the next level. All right? Can we have everybody stand up so we can work it off? That lunch we just had. Really high energy for me? Everybody! Yes, yes, I'm back! Yes, 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 yes! Anybody here? Hello?
Fit, right?
Yes, yes, yes! Fit, fit, come on, yes, yes, yes! You guys just say yes, 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 yes!
We are back and you are watching online. We are back. We are taking it to the next level.
How is that so far? Lunch is going down. That's good. If it goes down, it's good. If it doesn't, it's a problem.
I'm gonna get you up right now.
But those of you who have heard me, those of you who haven't,
They online. They said they want some more music, so I gave them a little bit more. They said they really liked it.
oh yeah? Maybe they haven't seen this.
Woo-wee.
Okay, well listen, I want to thank you so much for coming during lunchtime. Let me share a little bit about myself. I came here from India with 20 bucks and no English. I struggled in business for several years. And on my way over here, how many of us have found, like in business, either business is not taking off at all, or we are stuck in the middle of the road somewhere. And that's how we felt when we were coming over here. When we were coming over here, when we got on a plane ride was horrible. We got stuck at Bombay International Airport basically from 7 o'clock until 1:30 at night on the airport. Then finally plane took off. We got to London Heathrow Airport, and basically, I wanted to go to the bathroom, but I didn't know how to ask for it. And I went by this door called restroom. I thought it was a VIP room or something, So I passed by it like 5 or 10 times at least. Somebody showed it to me. Finally, I go over, I see my dad is struggling. And, my dad is struggling with the ticket counter person. She's saying something, he doesn't get it. He's saying something, she doesn't get it. Needless to say, an Indian lady comes over, helps us out. We get vouchers for staying in the hotel and getting food and all that stuff. But first thing she told us is, we have missed our connecting flight. And what ended up happening is it turned into a total chaotic because we didn't know we were going to make it to our destination. At that point in time, we thought the ground literally left us. But what ended up happening is she helped us out. We get the vouchers. We go in the hotel. We get we are vegetarian. In 1989 at London Heathrow Airport, there's only 2 words: good luck. That comes to my mind. So I'm going downstairs. We have never had, we always have homemade food. So I get this salad, spaghetti, and a bread roll. I look at the salad and I said, what the heck's wrong with this people? They eat grass for food. And they're eating grass for food? I said, I cannot believe that. But I said, okay, whatever, I'm hungry, dig in. So I dug in, and it was horrible. Then I go for the spaghetti. It was totally plain. That was just as bad, if not worse. Then I finally went for the bread roll. And when I went for the bread roll, let me tell you, I thought, this gotta be yummy. So I take a bite. And I went, and I couldn't bite it. Because it was a soup roll. Like British soup rolls. They're really hard. I thought my teeth were gonna fall out. We went to bed hungry that night. But next morning, something amazing happened. We had this, me and my dad, my parents, we took our 20 bucks that we had, and we get on the flight, and we were totally nervous because we didn't know if we were going to make it and so forth. But when we get on, okay, this plane, me and my dad, we are having a simple conversation. And the conversation was about how we were going to have a house and how we were going to own a car. And of course, we laughed about how my mom was going to drive a car, right? And then last but not least, how we were going to have money in the bank. But let me ask you a question. At the end of the day, when we build our empires, when we build our businesses, isn't that the goal? Is to take care of our family, take care of our loved ones, and of course, make a difference in the world. Isn't that the goal? Okay. So, that's the intimate conversation that I had with my dad. And I said, Dad, we will make every single one of those come true. But, at the moment though, we thought we were never going to make it. And that's why I always say that, I'm just a little bird giving you, the eagles, the wing to fly. I believe the Americans are the eagles. I'm just a little bird who came from India, who is here to take a flight with you. Instead of just giving you the ticket, I want to take the flight together with all of us. And I think that many times when we make mistakes in businesses, and that causes blunders, that's what the issue is. Can you get a
Mm-hmm.
So, that's when the problem occurs, okay? Now, over here, I just want to mention to you, those of you who are online, if you want to email me, my email address is ash@ashishcash.com. My hashtag for Twitter, if anybody wants to tweet, okay, is ashishcash, hashtag ashishcash, okay? And of course, online you can find me as well on ashishcash, directly and on Facebook and stuff like that. So that's a little bit about myself. And go to the wobble in a minute, okay? Anybody want to do the wobble? Yeah. Let's do the wobble.
Whoa, Ash, I think we should invite at least one or two guests up on the stage.
Yes, yes. Come on in, come on. Anybody wants to wobble with me? Let's do the wobble. This is the
business wobble. This is the business wobble.
Do the wobble. Wobble with the Indian dude.
The Indian dude.
The Indian dude. Wobble with the Indian dude.
Okay. Oh, with the Indian dude.
Yeah. So here's how we do it. Can you get out 1 second? Let me show you the Indian way, the correct way to do wobble. You guys do wobble and do all these things. Right? So how I do wobble is like this.
All right.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. And left.
Woo! We the business wobble!
Online people.
Oh, Ruth Bradford says she is wobbling with you. Esther is wobbling with us.
I want to say thank you so much for having me. Was that fun?
Yes.
Yes. Wobble is always fun. Thanks to Trevor and Keisha. Trevor and Keisha. Keisha taught me how to do the wobble. Trevor and we came up with an idea in a session that we had, and he asked me, are you coachable? I said, sure.
Cynthia Barron said, hey, she can wobble. She said she got a few things she can teach you about how to wobble. Esther Snug said, oh yeah, she's getting her wobble on. Jay Renee out of Texas said, hey, they got the Texas wobble for the best real estate agents in Texas.
How about that? Hey, we should get together and do different wobbles. I'll do the Indian wobble, you guys do your wobble, and we'll do Texas wobble, all kinds of wobbles, okay? We'll have all around the world wobbles. I think that'll be phenomenal, right? So the question comes is, what are the 3 biggest business blunders, okay, basically? What is the 3 main reasons why people fail in business and what to do about them? I believe that number 1 reason, if you have my handout from yesterday, this is actually on there. Okay? You just have to find the title. This is 3 biggest business blunders. Okay, if you have the handout from yesterday. If not, no big deal, just write it down. Alright, so the first biggest business blunder is financial management. I think that, as a business owners, as entrepreneurs, as we go along, many times we are asked to make decisions about financial stuff, about marketing, about different things that we have to do that has everything to do with financial management in business. Many times the problem is we want to aspire, we want to go forward. But see, the reality of the matter is, I don't know, how many of you know chakras? Anybody know chakras? Great. So let me show you how chakras take a major role in helping you make right decisions when you are doing financial management. See, what happens is, when you're doing financial management and you make a wrong decision, typically you go backwards, right? So, once or twice is okay. But you know what happens? Over time, you keep making mistakes, you go so much backwards, you can't go forward. Because you're not hurting your financial, just pockets, but you are actually hurting yourself emotionally, intelligently, intellectually. Your ego, gets hurt. Not that it's good or bad, but it gets hurt to a point in a way that you can't go forward no longer. You get into this rut, right? So having a proper financial management, proper financial systems. So I'm going to talk about the 3 chakras that I talked about yesterday. About 3 main chakras of your body. There are 7 chakras. These are pinpoints in your body that create human triggers, emotions. Certain emotions that get triggered. And whenever these are not in line, you are almost certain that you will always make a mistake. Guaranteed. Think of one moment in life when you had your heart, for women, you look at your jewelry, right? You go to a jewelry shop, you go, oh wow, that's a wonderful jewelry, I love that jewelry. And then what happens is you love that jewelry, then what happens automatically is that this person comes over to you and says, oh, would you like to try it on? And then you try, what they do is they don't even really ask you, they just say, okay, here, let me put it out and put it on you. And they say, oh, look at this, you look gorgeous. Oh my God, you look amazing. And then what they do is they turn the mirror on you. And then they turn around the mirror and say, look at yourself. So you're going, hey, yeah, you look pretty. Look at that. Right? And then, of course, your husband walks over. And then the person says, doesn't she look pretty? Oh, what the heck is he supposed to say? Yeah, honey, you look beautiful. And that's when you say, pay the money. Right? Tell your husband how to pay the money. But if you think about that from a financial perspective, right? If you look at that marketing perspective, that particular time, you made that decision based on all 3 chakras aligning, right? Now think about when you made a mistake. Anybody think of making a mistake? I guess it's just me who made a mistake. Okay, when you made that mistake, right? Tell me one thing that you thought somewhere along the line was wrong between your heart, which is your love, intelligently, which is your intellect, and your gut, which is intuition. Something was telling you something is off. Can you think of that moment? Something was telling you something is off, but you made that decision. Financial decision. And it took you backwards. And you're like, darn it, I knew it. I knew this was not good. I knew this was wrong. I knew this is not going to take me forward. Anybody been there? Yes. You see, when you make a financial mistake, it's not just 1 step backwards. It's actually 2 or 3 steps backwards. So it takes you a lot longer. Because in the financial world, there's a rule. If you lose 50% of your investments, you have to make 100% to make it back. Just like that in the real world, if you go backwards 50%, you gotta usually put 200% more effort to go forward. Because we're talking about real life. So financial management is one of the biggest blunders in businesses. If you don't manage it well, the rule number 1 of financial management is don't lose what you got. Rule number 1, do not lose what you got. That means if you're making a deal with somebody, and that deal turns out to be, it's going to take you negative, don't make that deal. If it's going to break you even or move you forward, then and then make that deal. Otherwise, don't make that deal. And that's the reality of financial management. And as simple and as simple as it sounds, if the chakras don't align, do not make deals with anybody. The second biggest business blunder that I see is time management. How many of us have a problem with time management? Okay. So, if the time management is a big issue, how do you manage that? How do you align 3 chakras of time management? The first way you can do it with time management is there's actually understanding there's 2 ways to manage your time. People talk about having time management in the perspective of, you can do rigid schedule, right? They say, oh, you got to have this at that time and that at that time and all that stuff. Well, and that's first way. The second way is a little bit more loosely. And having the same thing where you manage your time on calendar, however, not being so rigid with your time. So what ends up happening is that's the first way, okay? The second thing to do about time management is really see your personality, who you are, and match it with one of the two ways. Some people, if you are I'm a computer science background and I have a minor in math, but if you look at the computer science guys, typically they are like in a box, right? They want to have things certain way. They should not read my emails because they have grammar and spelling errors all over it. Okay? That's the way it is. All right? However, but you take a look at business owners, us, entrepreneurs, eagles who love to fly. We like time management, but we also like flexibility, typically. At least I like flexibility. I like to say, this is the day or this is the time I'm going to do this. But then I like to think about it, right? So how I do my time management is I wrote my book, Sell Like Crazy book in 38 hours flat. The question is how I did that. This book, Sell Like Crazy, is coming out in a week. But this particular book, I wrote this book in 38 hours flat. It's almost a little over 100 pages, okay? This book. It's a book with a workbook. So how I do that, I love writing. This is my 4th book I'm writing. So how I do that is I love block timing. So in terms of writing a book, I usually block time out between 3 and 6 in the morning. And that's my time to write a book, between 3 and 6. My wife is asleep, my dog's not barking, and my daughter is asleep too, right? That's basically how I like to do things. So what I have found in business, as far as time management, is keeping it simple to block timing. The more focused I am on certain task or certain thing, and as long as it's singular task, and take out all the fluff from, let's say for the end of the day, your goal in business is to make money. Say I. Okay, if your goal is to make money in business, then why don't we keep it simple? Have one goal of making money. How much money would you like to make in 2013? Between now and 2013 end. Just one goal. Even if it sounds unbelievable, keep it in forefront of your mind. And then think strategically as to how does it work out in terms of how many sales you have to make, how many people you have to help, and how many clients you have to serve. But that focus is absolutely necessary. Whether it's for 1 year period, for 6 month period, for 3 month period, for 1 week period. We can start with 1 week. It's no big deal, The third biggest business blunder that I have seen is lack of daily discipline. Anybody struggle with that? The number one reason people do not hit their goals is the daily routines that they don't manage. It's just like workout, right? You teach workout. And obviously, I cannot manage my daily routine. It's obvious. It's not, I love eating. My wife loves to cook and I love to eat. That was that. So daily discipline, lack of discipline is the third biggest reason people do not make it. So how do you get that discipline? That discipline will not come until you're passionate about your subject matter. So there is a hate there is love, like, I love what I do, I love to work out, I love to do things, but until you are passionate, right, you cannot get like how you are. Most of your clients, I would venture to say, they are in the love fest mode or hate mode. One of the two, right? If they are in the hate mode, you gotta get them to at least in the love mode. If they're in the love mode, they gotta get into passion mode. And that's where you're struggling in your business. Is getting your clients to go from love to being passionate. Because if they knew that if they had overweight like me, you could get diabetes, you could get heart attack, you could die, right? If they found out that they could die like tomorrow, if they don't work out, they will get passionate in a heartbeat. How many, would you agree?
Yeah.
But that's the issue, isn't it? So from considering businesses are concerned, as an author, speaker, and a trainer, as I do trainings, as I teach people, these concepts, as I teach people chakras, as you can see, chakras exist everywhere. But what most importantly, these three main chakras, the heart, the head, and the gut, love, intelligence, and intuition. If you take your product or service and you get your prospects to fall in love with what you do, with who you are as a human being, and get them to go to passion level, that's when they will say yes to you, like I did to my wife in 3 minutes after meeting her, and married her in a month, and we've been married ever since. See, I thought I was closing her, but she closed me. I'll talk about that story some other time. But, you see, that's first thing. You gotta get them to fall in love with you. Then you go to their head, intellectually appeal to them. What most business owners do is they take their business personally and professionally, whether it's financial management, time management, or even lack of discipline. They take it into, from an intellectual perspective. But you can't take an intellectual perspective if you're not passionate about what you do. You will never move forward because you won't have your why. The why is the passion. And for me, it's looking through this window. Because when I go up in the heaven above, and when I look down, when you look down from this window, what are you seeing? What I see is, how much of a difference I've made in the world. How much, look, I built my business, and because of that, my family is happy. And they are living on a residual cash flow because of me and my hard work. Look over there, this window right here. I have my friends, my coworkers, and my colleagues. They're happy. But most importantly, look over here, this third window. I opened up a non-profit organization, and it's about to have 1 million persons. That's the reason we build businesses. That's the reason we fly as eagles together. This is my family right here. I did an event called Sell Like Crazy Academy just recently, about 2-3 weeks ago, and I had my whole family come. My wife is there, my daughter is here, my mom and dad, my grandfather. My grandfather is 92 years old.
Oh, wow.
He spoke and he talked about peace and clarity about your life. When you don't have your heart in what you do and who you are, it is very difficult to make it. Okay? So that's what Sell Like Crazy Academy is all about. And today, what I like to do is, as I have, last 5 minutes, let me show you something. So I got, so how you do deliver though is through products and programs, don't we? This is the only way you're going to live forever. Because these things do not get old. They stay around forever. Products and programs, okay? So in the Sell Like Crazy Academy, we show you how to build that. We show you how to, how many of us would like to play a little game called Check It Off? Anybody want to play a game of Check It Off?
Sure.
All right. If you can do this, take 2 pages and pass it along. 2 and pass it along. 2 pages and pass it along. Can somebody help me?
Yes.
These are set of 2s. Yeah, set of 2s for each one. All right. Now over here, what I'm going to do is let's play a game, And every time I do this, here, take 2 and pass it along. Every time we do this, how many of you would like to have or go somewhere where you learn everything that you need to learn about business? How many of you would like to be part of an organization where you can get together and celebrate your successes and your failures? Okay? How many of us feel lonely sometimes in business? Yeah? Sometimes we need some help. Okay? And as we are doing, okay, she needs a second page. So as we are going through this real quick, as everybody has one in the back?
Get there.
Okay. That's okay, you can. All right, so there are 2 pages each, please. Yeah, it's chakras. Okay, so chakras is Chakras. Chakras. So if you Google chakras, for those of you who are wondering what chakras are emotional triggers in your body, and that's why you do yoga to really align your body with who you are. So the base chakra is really starts out down here, and that chakra is really built for safety. Then you go up in different chakras. There are 7 main chakras in your body, and so anyways, but all right. So let's go through it real quick. All right. So creating my dream empire. Okay. How many of you would like to create your own dream empire? All right. So you can say with me, check it off.
Check it off.
Define the role in your company. Sales assistant, service assistant, and you. How do you build that multi-million-dollar empire? Check it off.
Check it off.
Having a dream cash flow.
Check it off.
Okay. Picking my niche.
Check it off.
Creating a world-class online and offline client attraction services.
Check it off.
Creating a world-class client acquisition.
Check it off.
Okay. Becoming the go-to expert in your field.
Check it off.
Building your database.
Check it off.
Of course, Trevor Arts, you saw the 21-day challenge. Creating an opt-in page.
Check it off.
My God, you guys are not excited. Okay. Avoiding mistakes.
Check it off.
How to create your products and programs.
Check it off.
All right. Creating your crushing your competition.
Check it off.
Okay. Creating strategic alliance.
Check it off.
How to do videos.
Check it off.
Overcoming fears.
Check it off.
Dream to reality.
Check it off.
Financing.
Check it off.
Learning skills.
Check it off.
Creative ways to reach target audience.
Check it off.
Application.
Check it off.
Developing a laser beam focus.
Check it off.
Moving beyond procrastination.
Check it off.
Motivation.
Check it off.
Competitiveness
Check
with
it
each
off.
other. Okay? Client conversion.
Check it off.
Going behind the numbers.
Check it off.
How many of you would like to know your numbers inside and out every single day? Done. We'll teach you. Managing client expectations.
Check it off.
Time management.
Check it off.
Leadership development.
Check it off.
How to love it every day.
Check it off.
Developing a laser beam focus.
Check it off.
Making a commitment.
Check it off.
And carving a personal path to your success.
Check it off.
Creating offers.
Check it off.
Closing any deal in 3 easy steps and making 357% bigger transactions than industry average.
Check it off.
Understanding chakras.
Check it off.
Avoiding mistakes.
Check it off.
Cashing in on positive growth.
Check it off.
Crushing the numbers.
Check it off.
Making $1 million.
Check it off.
And power of passion.
Check it off.
These are all the things that I'll be teaching over a next at least 12-month period. And there's more things that are coming. But over here right now I have limited seatings. So if you like to talk to me about it, I would love to give you a 30-minute free consultation as to how you can do all of this in your business. There is no cost to talk to me. We'll just talk over the phone. So fill the second page out for me and hand it over to me before we leave today, basically. All right. Please fill this out at this point in time. I would love to have you on board, but I have limited seatings, and I would love to talk to you and see what are the possibilities that exist for you and your business. Okay. So with that in mind, I want to thank you so much. If you'd like to purchase my book or anything else, just talk to me afterwards because I'm out of time. And I just want to thank you so much. And please fill that out and hand it over before you leave today. Thank you so much.
You will stay right there for me, Ash. You just stay right there for me.
Okay. Well, you know, while they're coming on, can we get up 1 second and do a yes momentum and go sell like crazy? Yeah. Let's do it one time. Come on. While they're okay. All right. So, you know, fill that out. While you are doing that, let's get up 1 second and let's get our blood flow going so you don't fall asleep on the next speaker. All right? Say, I'm alive!
I'm alive!
I'm awake!
I'm awake!
And I feel great!
And I feel great!
Great. Well, listen. Say, I am a creator!
I am a creator!
That's right. You are a creator. And to create, you have to be passionate and you have to be excited. So we're going to start with just momentum and we are going to end with sell like crazy! Ready?
Yes.
Okay, ready? Yes, 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 let me know. You know where to find me. Thank you.
Okay. Unlike 3 minutes. Yeah. Wait, unlike. Okay, all right. I know some people are getting back here for lunch and getting refreshed. You guys having a great time? Yeah. Good. All right, I know we guys just finished taking some lunches. I got a little pounds on us, but that's okay. I have brought somebody to help take the pounds off of you, right? She is the owner of Thick and Fit. Tighten up the thickness with thickness. Woo! Hey, man. Ash, she got a solution for you.
Oh, she does.
Her name is Darlene Mitchell. By the way, get those forms filled out for Ash. Once you get those out, we'll be collecting those in the room. But her name is Darlene Mitchell. She's a certified personal trainer, a boot camp, and Zumba instructor. Her cell phone number, if you want to get some personal training, is 240-550-2312. And her website is thickandfit.net. That's thickandfit.net. Let's welcome to the stage for our quick tune-up session, Darlene Mitchell.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Darlene Mitchell. I am the owner and CEO of Thick and Fit because you do not have to be thin to be fit. We always teach people that it's all about your cardio. So we only have 5 minutes. We want to get you up. We're going to start off very gradually, give you a slight little appetizer of what a typical boot camp might be. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Everything can be scaled up and scaled down. First thing I want you all to do is bring your elbows in. You're going to take your left knee and bring it up to the right elbow. Right to the left. Your left to the right, right to the left. Left to the right, right to the left. Left to the right, 10. Left to the right, 9. Left to the right, 8. Left to the right, 7. Left to the right, 6. Left to the right, 5. Left to the right, 4. Left to the right, 3. Left to the right, 2. Left to the right, 1. Now we want you to do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring it back down slow. Left to the right, 1. Left to the right, 2. Left to the right, 3. Left to the right, 4. Left to the right, 5. Left to the right, 6. Left to the right, 7. Left to the right, 8. Left to the right, 9. Left to the right, 10. Pop it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, very good. We'll have a seat. That's just to try to get those saddlebag areas. Got a little bit of that cardio up. Now from this seat, want to sit down? Come on, pop it up. Sit back down, pop it up. Everybody sit down, pop it up. Down. Now, most of us, when we sit down, we tend to do this. Bat on the back. What you want to do is you want to try to use your abdominals whenever you can. So when you sit, improve your posture. Chest is up, shoulders back, stomach is tight. Sit. It's a beautiful squat. Coming up. Sit. Beautiful squat. Come up. So now stand up. Now when you sit, tighten up your stomach. Sit down and come back up. Sit. Up. Sit. Up. Sit. Up. Sit. 5. Sit. 4. Sit. 3. Sit. 2. Sit. 1. Hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit. Up. Sit. Up. Sit. 8. Sit. 7. Sit. 6. 6. 5. 6. 4. 6. 3. 6. 2. 6. 1. March in place. Your breathing should be in the nose, out the mouth. 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 Now, you're going to bring your elbows back in. You're going to activate those abs. You're going to take the left knee, bring it up and down for 10. When we get to 10, we're going to hold it. Bring it up, down for 10. When we get to 10, extend that leg out for 10. So how many is that on one side? 30. So you 30 leg lifts, one side. Elbows in, starting off with left leg. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3. Can't hear you, Drew. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it, bring it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that leg all the way to the back. Stretch it out. Because guess what? Is it right to do one side and not the other? You gotta do that other side. Bring it in. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3. Can't hear you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Extend that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring that leg all the way to the back. Don't you even think about sitting down. Keep on your feet. Feet together. Hands on the hips. You're going to do hip. It's a modified. Hip, toe, hip, up. For those of you who are extra zealous, we have an intense version for you. Hip, toe, hip, up. Okay, so we're going to do 15. Now, I had to tell you, in my classes, troops, you know what I consider troops in the exercise class, if I don't hit a count, we bring it back to 0. So I need to hear that count. That count gives me juice. Yes. All right? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to, the count call is hip, toe, hip, 1. Hip, toe, hip. We're going to 15. I'll start you off. You pick it up. All right? All right, we're going to go. And start. Hip, toe, hip. 1. Hip, toe, hip. 2. Oh, so we're not doing time out. I start you off on the call. You gotta take it over. We're starting at 0. Ready? It's hip, toe, hip, 1. I'll start you. You take it over. Ready? Go. Hip, toe, hip, 1. Hip, toe, hip, 2. Hip, toe, hip, 3. Hip, toe, hip, 4. Hip, toe, hip, 5. Hip, toe, hip, 6. Hip, toe, hip, 7. Hip, toe, hip, 8. Hip, toe, hip, 9. Hip, toe, hip, 10. Hip, toe, hip, 11. Hip, toe, hip, 12. Hip, toe, hip, 13. Hip, toe, hip, 14. march in place. Breathe in the nose, out the mouth, in the nose, out the mouth. You want to take your left leg. Bring it back. Hands to hips. You want to bend that knee and come up. That's a modified version. Bending that knee, come up. Notice, back to stop over. Back is straight. Down and up. Intense version. Down, up. Down, up. Okay, we're going to do 10 on each side. Left leg to the back.
Yes.
I'm going to take down.
I don't have that.
Count. Down 1,
Okay.
down 2. You got the count. All right, and go. Down
1,
down
2,
down
3,
down
4,
down
5,
down
6,
down
7,
down
8,
down
9,
down
10.
Switch it out. Go. Down
1,
down
2,
down
3,
down
4,
down
5,
down
6,
down
7,
down
8,
down
9,
down
10.
Good job, march in place. Now we got to cool you down. You're a little warm. Just a little tad bit. So it's really important before your workout that you warm up first. A lot of people think you just jump into a workout. Bad idea. You have to warm the body up, warm the muscles up, get that heart rate going. Now you're good to go. Let's do some clean breaths. First one in. And out. Second one. And out. Third one. And out. Take your left leg, cross it over the right. Press down on your knee. Drop it down towards your feet. Roll it up. Cross. Press. And drop. Very good. Excellent. Thank you all so much. So I appreciate your quick 5-minute workout. You can get in touch with me several ways. Number 1, we have our own app. Go to your Google store, go to your Apple store, your Google Play, and download Thick and Fit. Full app gives you all our events, gives you our locations, gives you free nutritional tips, exercise routines, motivation, everything is on our app. Okay? That's first thing. Second, we have our own website, thickandfit.net. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. We're on all the social media today that's available. Okay? Then, old school cell phone. You call me a cell phone. If you don't have any of that, just give me a call on the cell phone. I will answer any of your questions. We teach 5 days out the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So we do have boot camp, personal training. Ladies, we have Stiletto Fitness. If you like high heel shoes, we have Stiletto Fitness. Awesome routine, awesome. We also have something called Booty Beat Fitness. You want to dance like those video girls? We have that. Fellas, and we have personal training and boot camp. So thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Cards on the table. All right.
All right.
She didn't say mobile. Did she say mobile app?
Yes.
Let's give it up to Trevor Ott.
If they wanted to download that app again, that is on Google and Android,
Yes.
and they have to look for what?
Thick and Fit.
Thick and Fit, Thick and Fit, Google Play,
A-N-D.
Thick and THICK AND Make sure you get the app today. Get the app today. No reason why you can't be healthy. What's the #1 product in America? Did she make working out convenient? How many of y'all gonna download that? Woo! So you can work out right from home. Pick your phone up, just cut me home. All right, so we are coming down the home stretch. One of the things I always like about the end of big conferences, here's what I always knew. The good stuff at conferences always happens at the beginning and at the end. That's when all the good networking goes on. That's when all the deals happen. So y'all are to be awarded or commended. There you go, commended for hanging to the very end. And we have some very special stuff for you. So first of all, give yourselves a round of applause. Let me tell you what you have coming up. By the way, with the second session speakers, please enter into the room. With the second session speakers, please enter into the room. Okay? Second session speakers, please enter into the room. Let me tell you guys what you got coming up. Let me go ahead and get to the second page. Oh, no. You go there. We're going to get them focused in just a second. As a matter of fact, I'm slightly in error. Before we get started, after lunch, we got to get back to focus. So we have our focus expert, Deanna DeWitt. I think we have our focus expert, Deanna DeWitt today. But while we're waiting for Deanna, okay, you're going to be where?
You ready for me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. We're ready for it. Y'all ready to focus?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. One of the things that you've heard me say many times before is that, and you heard Ash say, is that one of the biggest business blunders is lack of discipline, lack of focus. And so we moved around, we got some energy, we got excited, we got some enthusiasm. But what we have to do is we got to get back focused. Because sometimes doing extra things can get you unfocused. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody back in the right mindset, focused on success, focused on the champions that you are. So without further ado, Shay, if you'll hit the light, let's go through our focusing session and affirmation. And Erica, if you will gladly hold the mic for her.
All right. How are you champions feeling?
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful. What I'd like you to do is close your eyes and just position yourselves. For those of you, remember, you still have your aromatherapy stick, your peppermint. If you're feeling the need for a pickup throughout the afternoon, because we're receiving a lot of great information, that's how you can use it to clear your mind and help to bring that clarity back. So with that being said, keep your minds closed. Allow your shoulders to droop. Sit comfortably and just relax. So begin by inhaling in through your nose very slowly, very deeply, very fully, feeling the rise of your chest, allowing fresh oxygen to bring life to each and every cell within your body. And as you exhale out through your mouth, very slowly, very deeply, very fully. Again, inhaling in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And as you inhale in through your nose, use the power of your mind to visualize that you're inhaling in all that's for your greatest good. With each exhalation, I'd like you to allow all stress, tension, and anxiety to be released. Because you are champions. You are winners. Champions take care of themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Remembering that your health is your wealth. And it's your responsibility to be good to yourself. You are leaders. You believe in yourselves. You surround yourself with leaders and positive people. So continue to breathe. Inhaling in through your nose. Exhaling out through your mouth. Taking in all the goodness, peace, joy, serenity, optimum health and wellness. Because as champions, as winners, you again take time to rest, take time to relax, take time to enjoy the fruits of your labors, bringing about a sense of balance and inner peace to your life, so that all of the hard work, the hours, the efforts that you have invested manifest manifesting your desired destiny can be enjoyed because you are healthy, you are whole, you are happy, you are complete. Those are ingredients of champions. Those are necessary ingredients for winners. And you are a winner because you have proven not only to the world, but you have proven to the most important person in your life, which is yourself, that you have all that you need to manifest the desires that are in your heart, because you were born to win. You were born to win. Feel that. Embrace that thought. Embrace the feeling. Continue to breathe. You are strong. You are confident. You are determined. You are living the life that God has destined for you to live. You are a leader. Others look up to you. You influence millions upon millions. You are building and leaving the legacy that God desires for you. Moving forward with no regrets, knowing that all challenges, all obstacles that you haven't endured to get to that mountaintop, and you are there, and you are looking over, and you are giving thanks, and you are giving praise to God for the strength of a winner. And just allow the sun bask on your skin. Just really go deeply in your mind's eye as to how that feels to be standing high on that mountaintop. So high that you are touching the sky, the clouds are right there with you. Because you have reached that goal that you were destined to reach. Because you did not quit. Because you are a winner. And you have what it takes. Y'all look like you don't want to come back, but come back. How do you all feel? What I want to mention to you all, I've been getting quite a few inquiries about working one-on-one sessions with me or creating. Anybody like anything free? Yeah. Okay, so what I would like you to do as you move around today, if you want to make sure what I'm going to do at the end of the evening, as Trevor mentioned, those who hang around to the end, I'm going to give away a free session where I can work with you one-on-one, creating the goals. Let's just setting up a plan that you would like, using the tools of the quieting your mind and meditation, and that's designing it around whatever the personal goals that you may have, whether it's your business, your finances, your health, your wealth, anything that you would like to achieve. Okay? So thank you. Take a deep breath and wake back up.
Are you focused? Are you focused? Sometimes when you got to do important things, and business is a very important endeavor that we take on. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I understand about entrepreneurs is entrepreneurs, their business is very much a part of their lives. And when you're doing important things, it's important for you to quiet yourself and get back focused and relax your mind, especially when you have a lot of chaos going around you. And sometimes we have music, movement. Sometimes you just got to get back in the mode, the right frame of mind. So let's just talk about how we're going to end up today. All right. So, all right. Here are the sessions that are going to be going on. We're getting ready to go to your last 2 breakout sessions. Breakout session number 1 is going to be in small room number 2, and it's called Video Magic. For those who are looking to create video commercials for their business, to create web commercials, YouTube commercials, but give it a professional look at a very low cost. Only, I want to highlight this one. Only 4 people are allowed in that particular class. Only 4 people. It's one of the more popular classes that we have here, but it requires a lot of hand-holding, and you want to make sure you get the information. In small room number 3 is going to be Brock Lancaster. He actually just arrived here about 2 to 3 hours ago. He actually has flown in to work with a select group of entrepreneurs, and he's going to be teaching the 5 most effective strategies for advertising, period. Advertising literature, advertising cars, the 5 most effective strategies. So oftentimes when you guys are creating literature, you're using clip art, all types of other stuff. If you know you got an event coming up and you know your business card looks bad, well you need to go to that class. Okay. Shay Brown is going to be teaching a session called Closing Mastery Playbook. He's going to be teaching his Closing Mastery Playbook. So he's going to be finishing up. He's going to be working with a select group of people to help them become better closers. But are you ready for this? Are you ready? Ready? Let me tell you what else we got coming. Keisha Lewis is going to be teaching the Create Your Own Website series. She's going to teach you how to create your own website in 1 hour, 1 hour flat. That is going to be in the ASA room, all the way on the other side. If you are watching online, the class that you're going to be receiving in about the next 10 minutes is the Create Your Own Website class. And then in this room, for those people who've always wanted to create their own mobile app, if you wanted to create your own mobile app, Eric Izzard will be teaching in this room. No workshop crashing. Go to the workshop that you were assigned to. Go to the work. And by the way, it's small things that give you away. And it's a little bit serious stuff. Remember yesterday when she did the focusing exercise and the instructions were keep your eyes closed, and remember less than 30% of the room kept their eyes closed, and it was an indication of a discipline problem? Well, remember that the client must come under the authority of your expertise, but you must first establish that you are an expert. There are things that you can do in your business that will give off a clear indication or bring back things based upon the fact that you're doing it. So you have experts in the room, so you have to come under the authority of their expertise. Otherwise, there'll come a time when you need clients to come under the authority of your expertise, and they won't. And you will have brought it on yourself. So go to the class that you signed up for. If you change your mind, you can go back to the front and see if there's an opening, okay? So Eric is going to be teaching you how to create your own app. Right after that, we're going to have another repeat session where you can do Video Magic, 5 effective strategies for advertising, Closing Mastery Playbook with Shay Brown. Shay Brown, come on back up here real quick. Create your own website with Keisha Lewis. She's not in the room, but she is over there preparing for y'all people that create those websites. And then the second session that you guys will receive online, you guys will be receiving the Create Your Own app, the Create Your Own app series. Now, afterwards, you guys are going to come back to the main floor. You're going to come back to the main floor. And when you guys come back to the main floor, we're going to get a gauge on the time. If we have enough time, we're going to teach the Collective Influence Group project. But if not, we will make sure to get it to you as a webinar. But we do have a very special person in the room today. And you guys want to make sure that you don't miss this. We have been waiting for him to get here. We were a little bit nervous. We wanted the rental car, flight, or was there a problem? But we have the phenomenal life coach here, Antonio Cheeks, and he's going to be closing us out with his new series, The Power to Reset. The Power to Reset. So if you have just been in a brain fog, you know, we've been talking all about business, and we've been talking all about marketing, But, you know, marketing and business is holistic. It's a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing, it's a mental thing. Everything has got to be in order, your lifestyle, your family life. So he has finally arrived, and so after your 2 breakout sessions, you guys are going to come back to the main floor, and we're going to get closed out with the power to reset. So Shay, I know you're up here. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to learn in your session? 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30
Absolutely.
seconds.
Well, it's a great day. We're going to learn 3 things in our session. Number 1 is we're going to learn how to do the summary close. I'm going to walk you step by step the structure and system to do that. Number 2, we're going to learn the story close. For some of you, one of the great structures to add to what you're already doing is to add a success story. Nothing sells like success. And the third one is a secret. You got to beat in to get it.
That was a good one, Shay. I'm like, still, that's the secret code. We just talked about with the secret code. All right, and I know we have urgency close. Quick, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What are we gonna learn? What are we gonna learn?
All right. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Good. All right. What I'm going to teach you is simply this. Who wants to have the #1 product in America? What would that be?
Convenience.
I'm going to teach you how to create your own app to make it easy and convenient for people to do business with you.
All right,
All right, make it short, make it short.
Man, know what you're thinking? I want to go to this class, I want to go to that. I can't figure out which class I'm going to go to. Remember, everybody here was emailed the link for accessing this stuff online for up to 2 weeks, so you can still watch the video. Now, we ain't got your email up front. Well, too bad. If you gave us a fake email, well, too bad. See, but you got to be able to stay under authority. Good things come to those who what? Wrong. Good things come to those who follow instructions. Okay? So, by the way, our online family out there, we want to make sure that if we don't have your email address, we're going to be getting you guys the information. So, without further ado, Shay, make sure our people know that they can.
I'll tell them right now.
Which one? Oh, come on up, cool. I forgot you got to go. Let me tell you guys something. Io is going to be teaching the video magic class. He's running around with the professional cameras, and he shot television commercials, movies, right? Webisodes. He's had videos that have gotten over 1 million views. He is the guy to talk to. But one of the little special things that he's going to be doing here today, for those people who would like to order the DVDs, you want to say, hey, you know what, I really enjoyed everything, and we're only going to have this stuff online for 2 weeks anyway. Afterwards, we're going to be pulling it down. But for those people who want to order the DVDs to remember the whole experience, he will have those DVDs available for you guys for $50. You can order them, and he'll have them out to you in less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, right? Okay, all right. So he's going to be teaching his video magic class. So what are we going to learn, Aya?
We're going to learn the magic of green screen. You know how you can take a video of yourself against the background and replace it with anything else and make you look really professional. That's what we're going to talk about.
You mean CNN, maybe have a background?
There you go.
Like ESPN?
Exactly.
No, Io has done some amazing things with 3D backgrounds. Not just a flat background, but making you look like you're sitting on the set of CNN, making you look like you're sitting in the White House. I mean, 3-dimensional sets, people will never know that you were not there. Let me finish the question. See, let me ask you a question. If you could speak anywhere on the entire planet, and you say, ooh, you say you spoke there, where would it be? Where would it be?
At the White House.
At the White House. Can you make that happen? You can speak at the White House today. So the floor room #3, you can speak at the White House. All right, everybody, get moving, move to your class. Move. Let's move with it.
They need you.
Who needs Keisha?
I need you to take this camera over there with you real quick. Would you take that over there for me? Thank you.
Talk about everything.
Is there a way I can give you guys my email